students, I'm Vizia, English teacher, working as school assistant at ZPHS Gauripatnam, East Godavari district. I'm very much delighted to meet you again. Today, in this session, we will be continuing the discussion of Taro's Reward, Chapter 3, 6th class, Honeysuckle. Sit tight. We will be moving into an interesting, rewarding, magical climax of the story. Let's enjoy English through this story. Before we go deep into our lesson, let's have a look at the overview of this session.
Overview of this session. Taro's Reward, Module 2. Firstly, we will recapitulate what we have learnt previously. Secondly, working with the text, in which we will read the text with correct intonation and pronunciation. We will study the vocabulary and we will check our comprehension by interactive questions. We will analyze the storyline of Taro's Reward by comparing and contrasting it with that of Who Did Patrick's Homework. Thirdly, we will pair the rhyming words. We will play with tongue twisters. And a group work activity is also there, in which we grade different agreements as per interest and difficulty level. Now, as you got an idea on the overview, let us see the learning objectives of today's session. Learning objectives. By the end of this lesson, you will be able to describe some of the qualities of a good person. Choose the pairs of rhyming words. Tell the tongue twisters and collect some more. Compare and analyze the stories Who Did Patrick's Homework and Taro's Reward. Tell your opinion on believing in magic. Find out the most interesting, the dullest, the most dangerous, the safest, the most rewarding, and the most exciting words of agreement. Now, let's move on to recap activity of today's session. Recap. Recap of what we have learned in our earlier session. We briefly discussed the story of Shravan Kumara in connection with our lesson Taro's Reward. We discussed if you are being a responsible child to your parents. We also discussed that the story Taro's Reward is about a caring and loving son. We have discussed that Taro lived with his parents on a lonely hillside. One day, Taro's father expressed his wish to drink sake, which he is unable to buy because it was very expensive. We have seen how he got sweat when he chopped and chopped and chopped the wood in order to get sake for his father. We also read that Taro had come across a stream that gave him sake instead of water to quench his thirst. he happily took it home and gave it to his father. His father danced after drinking the sake and offered to his neighbors also. We discussed the drink sake and other phrases like chopped, expensive, delicious, etc. that we come across in the text discussed in the previous session. We have discussed the different suitable qualities we can attribute to Taro. As now we have recapitulated what we have learned, now we are moving to reading text activity. Reading text. Dear students, you need to read the text with me. Are you ready? Here we go. That evening there was a long procession of visitors to the woodcutter's house. Each man heard the story of the waterfall and took a sip of the sake. In less than an hour, the pitcher was empty. Next morning, Taro started for work even earlier than the morning before. He carried with him the largest pitcher he owned, for he intended first of all to go to the waterfall. When he reached it, he found to his great surprise all his neighbors there. They were carrying pitchers, jars, buckets, anything they could find to hold the magic sake. Then one villager knelt and held his mouth under the waterfall to drink. He drank again and again, and then shouted angrily, "Water! Nothing but water!" Others also tried, but there was no sake, only cold water. "We have been tricked!" shouted the villagers. "Where is Taro? Let us drown him in this waterfall." But Taro had been wise enough to slip behind a rock when he saw how things were going. He was nowhere to be found. Oh no! They have mistaken him, right? Now, let us move to vocabulary in order to get correct understanding of the text. Working with text vocabulary. Just now we have read this sentence. He carried with him the largest pitcher he owned, for he intended first of all to go to the waterfall. What does it mean by intended? Intended, planned, having some plan or to achieve some objective. Okay, so how do we use this intended in our everyday chores of activities? This plantation program had achieved its intended purpose. Okay, the students' training intended for winning the cup is fulfilled. Oh, it's great, right? Just now we have read this sentence. "We have been tricked," shouted the villagers. What does it mean by trick? Trick means deceiving someone. How do we use this one? The magician played a trick with his magic. Gambling is a tricked game of cards. Hope you understood this usage. Just now we have read this sentence. Then one villager knelt and held his mouth under the waterfall to drink. To drink water or sake. So what does it mean by knelt? Yes, knelt means fall to one's knees or bend on one's knees. Usage. Many people knelt before God while paying prayers. Okay? And we even knelt before our elders to take blessings. Right? Hope it's clear. Now we will move on to a small comprehension check. Right? Are you ready? Here we go. Working with text comprehension check. What did the visitors hear? The options given are the story of the emperor, the story of the waterfall. What is the right answer? Yes, you are right. The story of the waterfall. The visitors heard the story of the waterfall. A big clap for you. Next question. Why did Taro carry the largest pitcher the next day? What was his intention? Is it to fetch sake from the waterfall? Or is it to fetch water from the waterfall? What was Taro's intention? Yes, you are right. To fetch sake from the waterfall. He took a large pitcher. Actually, he took the largest pitcher he owned to fetch sake from the waterfall. Very good. The third question. What surprised Taro at the waterfall? Is it his relatives were there with the large pitchers at the waterfall? Or is it because his neighbors were there with the large pitchers at the waterfall? Yes, I know you're going to guess this one. His neighbors were there with large pitchers at the waterfall. This is what surprised Taro at the waterfall. Well done. Now we are going to continue the reading text. Are you ready? You need to read the text with me. Here we go. Reading text. Muttering their anger and disappointment, the villagers left the place one by one. Taro came out from his hiding place. Was it true? He wondered. Was the sake a dream? Once more he caught a little liquid in his hand and put it to his lips. It was the same fine sake. To the thoughtful son, the magic waterfall gave the delicious sake. To everyone else, it gave only cold water. How wonderful it is! So, for Taro only it gave sake. For the others, it gave only cold water. Yeah, it's really magical thing, right? The story of Taro and his magic waterfall reached the Emperor of Japan. He sent for the young woodcutter and rewarded him with 20 pieces of gold for having been so good and kind. Then he named the most beautiful fountain in the city after Taro. This, said the emperor, was to encourage all children to honor and obey their parents. Oh, what a king! And what a decision he took! He took this decision to make others follow Taro's good behavior, his thoughtful behavior, his kind behavior, to respect parents. Hope you got it. Now we will move to vocabulary and comprehension check activities. Are you ready? Working with text. Vocabulary. Muttering their anger and disappointment, the villagers left the place one by one. What does it mean by muttering? Muttering means speaking unclearly. When do we usually mutter? When we are in disappointment or when we are in anger. Usage. I didn't understand what they were muttering in anger. Hope it's clear for you. Now we will move to comprehension check. Working with text, comprehension check. The Emperor of Japan rewarded Taro with 20 pieces of gold coins or 10 pieces of gold coins. What's the right answer? Yes, you are right. It is 20 pieces of gold coins. So, the Emperor of Japan rewarded Taro with 20 pieces of gold coins. Very good. Good job. This, said the Emperor, was to encourage all children to honor and obey their parents. This refers to this refers to the most beautiful fountain in the city, or rewarding Taro with gold and giving the fountain his name, sending for Taro to hear his story. Mark the right item. What is the right option of the given three options? Yes, you are right. Rewarding Taro with gold and giving the fountain his name. So once again, I repeat the question as well as answer. This, said the emperor, was to encourage all children to honor and obey their parents. This refers to rewarding Taro with gold and giving the fountain his name. This is just to encourage all the children to honor and obey their parents. Right? So, the right answer is option 2. So, congratulations for those who did well. Now we are entering into an interesting activity, pairing the rhyming words. Arrange the words given below in pairs that rhyme. Look at the box given and read out the words with me. Young, sad, money, chop, lung, last, wax, good, bad, sound, axe, wood, way, stop, sunny, fast, round, day. So now we have to arrange them, or we have to pair in the form of rhyming words. Look at the example given here. Young, lung, money, sunny. Right? Now, how we are arranging or how we are pairing the rhyming words. If you look at the example and In the example highlighted syllable, you could see that in young, I have highlighted UNG and in lung also UNG. So the highlighted portion um, in both the rhyming words are same, right? Okay. Now in this one, money, sunny. Okay. Same letter has been repeated. So here, while pairing the rhyming words, we are considering either the syllable or the sound which rhymes, which must have the similarity. Okay, young, lung, money, sunny, right? So in this way, we have to pair the rhyming words. As you got an idea on how we have to do the pairing of rhyming words, now you have to do this activity using paper and pencil or pen, right? So, small double arrowed lines are drawn between the pairs of rhyming words to help you complete the pairing. Yes, if you have done this activity, the answer will definitely look like this. Sad, bad, wax, axe, way, day, sound, round, fast, last, could, would. So, if you have observed that answer pattern, you could see that either the letters, the letters of sad, bad, ad, ad, the letters are similar or the sound, just like wax, axe. Okay, other sound or letter should be similar in order to pair the rhyming words. Hope it is clear for you and you did well in this activity. Now we will move to comprehension check. Comprehension check. Why did the waterfall give Taro, Sake, and others water? The options given are for his thoughtful behavior towards his parents, because it liked Taro as he was the son of the emperor. Yes, you are right. For his thoughtful behavior towards his parents. That is the right answer. Very good. Next question. Why did the villagers want to drown Taro? Answer. The villagers wanted to drown Taro because they thought that. What are the options given here? Taro had tricked them. Taro had offered them water. What is the right answer? Yes, you're right. Taro had tricked them. Very good. Well done. One more comprehension check question is, why did the emperor reward Taro? The options given are for being so good and kind towards himself, for being so good and kind towards his parents. What's the right answer? Yes, you are right. For being so good and kind towards his parents, not towards himself. Right? Yes, you did well. Now we are entering into a very interesting activity. I'm sure you're going to enjoy. Are you ready? Let's hop into that activity. Working with language speaking activity. Listen to these children. What are they talking about? The first child is telling that I think swimming is more difficult than driving. Okay. Next child is saying that I think it is much less difficult. Whereas the third child is saying that anyhow, neither of them is as difficult as learning English. Okay, first child is comparing swimming with that of driving. Whereas for the second child, the girl, it is not at all difficult. Whereas the third child is saying that he is comparing the driving as well as swimming with learning English. Okay, so in this way, they have expressed their opinion, right? Now, here comes our activity. Work in groups. Come to some agreement on each of the activities given below. Decide which is most interesting, the most dullest, the most dangerous, the safest, the most rewarding, the most exciting. Hope you are going to enjoy this activity. So, what are the activities given in the box? Cooking, fishing, playing football, knitting, dancing, listening, music, reading, sewing, mountain climbing. Okay? Now, which is most interesting to you? Which is most boring to you? Which is safest as per you? Which is most rewarding? Just think for a while. Now, you might have thought cooking is very boring, right? Fishing, rewarding because we are going to get the fish. Playing football, yes, you love that one. Knitting, oh no, you might not have liked it. Dancing, yes, you love it. Listening music, you'll enjoy it. Reading, as it's rewarding because we are going to get good grade. Sewing, maybe it's boring. Next, mountain climbing. Oh no, I don't know how to climb the mountain, or it might be dangerous, right? Okay, but here you need to think that you may not agree with me. Some of you might like cooking. Yes, it's okay. You can keep the cooking as the most enjoying activity or most interesting activity to you. Okay, just to help you, I just put blue color for the interesting activity or the enjoyable activity. For the rewarding, I have given green color. But you can change those expressions, change those opinions also as per your interest, right? Okay. Now, as you thought for a while, what is the most interesting? What is the dullest activity? What is the most dangerous activity? What is the safest activity? What's the most rewarding? The most exciting activities? Now, I have given a table for you. So, you have to just write the activity here as per your interest. Okay, you need to, you can discuss with your friends also to complete this one. Okay. General interesting activities I have put here to help you only. Okay, if you want to change, it's up to you. You can change as per your group members' wish or interest. You can change. Suppose someone might feel that knitting is very exciting for them. For some people, mountain climbing is much exciting. Okay, that's is up to you. You can change also. This is only a helping grid. Okay, I have done something for you, and the remaining you need to complete after discussing with your members in your group. Here some more activities are given: walking, swimming, learning language, painting, watching TV, stamp collection. Now you need to arrange these activities in the grid I have given earlier. This is the grid we have discussed, and you need to add those activities in this grid in order to complete this activity. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's move to next part of our session. Working with language, find these sentences in the story and fill in the blanks. First one, this made Taro dash than ever. Second one, he decided to work dash than before. Third one, next morning, Taro jumped out of bed dash than usual. Fourth one, he began to chop even dash. Fifth one, next morning, Taro started for work even dash than the morning before. So these are the questions given, and you need to find the right word in the blank. After filling the blanks with the phrases by using the textbook, the activity will look like this. This made Taro sadder than ever. Second, he decided to work harder than before. Third, the next morning Taro jumped out of bed earlier than usual. Fourth, he began to chop even faster. Fifth one, the next morning Taro started for work even earlier than the morning before. Right? Most of you might have done this one in the right manner. Very good. Now we are going to deal with one more speaking activity, which is a lot of fun, really. Tongue twisters. Tongue twisters will help you to get certain sounds or phonemes, which in turn strengthen our pronunciation. I'm sure you will enjoy reading and saying them aloud. Say with me. Here is one tongue twister for you. She sells seashells on the seashore. The shells she sells are seashells, I'm sure. For if she sells seashells on the seashore, then I'm sure she sells seashore shells. Right? Are you able to say with me? With same piece? Yes, you will get it after practicing one or two times. Right? Now we will move to next tongue twister. Speak the following sentences clearly but as quickly as you can. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck would chuck wood? Hope you enjoyed it. You say it as quickly as possible, then you will get the real fun. You can play with your friends also. Here comes one more tongue twister. Speak the following sentences clearly but as quickly as you can. You can say these sentences with me. Betty bought a bit of butter, but the bit of butter was a little bitter. So she bought some better butter to make the bitter butter better. Hope you enjoyed it. Now promise me you need to collect some more tongue twisters. You can play with your friends. Right? I'm sure you will do it. Now let us move to one more speaking activity. But here the speaking activity is followed by writing activity, so you need to be careful. Okay, you need to compare and analyze the stories Who Did Patrick's Homework and Taro's Reward. So here you need to compare Who Did Patrick's Homework with that of Taro's Reward. Don't worry, I'm here to help you. So in the first column, Who Did Patrick's Homework? In the second, Taro's Reward. Who Did Patrick's Homework is all about a young schoolboy. He finally understood that self-help and hard work are key to success. Okay, whereas Taro's Reward is all about a young woodcutter. His thoughtfulness and hardworking nature is finally rewarded, not only by his emperor but also by his neighbors. Okay, here comes our Patrick. Here comes Taro. If we analyze the two stories, who did Patrick's homework with that of Taro's reward? Who did Patrick's homework has the magic of an elf, whereas Taro's reward has the magic of a waterfall. In Who Did Patrick's Homework, he finally gets good grade for his hard work, whereas in Taro's reward, he was rewarded with 20 pieces of gold and a fountain is named after him. And a lot of appreciation is also given to Taro. Now, as you got an idea how to compare and how to analyze the two stories, here is a small task for you. You can add some more points to it as per your interest and as per your understanding and as per your analysis. Can take your friends' help as well as your teacher's help also. Here, you need to share your opinion on the magical element in the two stories. Who did Patrick's homework and Taro's reward with your friends. Okay, what is the magical element in Who Did Patrick's Homework? And what is the magical element in Taro's Reward? And how you feel about that magic? Now, after discussing with your friends, then write your opinion on the magical element in these two stories. Share your ideas about whether you enjoyed the magical element or not. If you liked it, why did you like it? If not, why you did not like it? What did you learn from these two lessons? You can add any of your opinion here, right? Hope you are going to complete this task and show to your teacher. I'm sure you'll do it. Now here comes our final assessment. What you have learned from this session. Taro's father wished for a. What did he wish for? A cup of coffee or a cup of sake? Yes, you are right. A cup of sake. Well done. Second question. The waterfall was magical because it gave a delicious sake to Taro. It gave money to Taro. What did the waterfall give to Taro? What's the right answer? Yes, it gave delicious sake to Taro. The waterfall was magical because it gave delicious sake to Taro. Right? Yes, very good. Third question. Why did Taro taste the water again and again? Actually, he felt so tired. Okay, but he tasted the water again and again. Why do you think he tasted again and again? Is it because to quench his thirst only? Or as it was sake? What's the real answer? What's the real reason for it? Yes, you are right, as it was sake. Well done. Fourth question. What does Taro do for his living? What does Taro do for his living? He was a woodcutter or he was a farmer? What do you think is the right answer? Yes, you are right. He was a woodcutter. Well done. Fifth question. A thoughtful person is always caring and loving or hating and unkind? What is the right answer? Yes, caring and loving. We know that Taro is a thoughtful young woodcutter, young son of an old parents, right? He's always caring and loving. Yes, you are right and well done. Sixth question. The Emperor of Japan named the most beautiful fountain in the city after Taro or after Taro's father? What is the right answer? Yes, you are right. It is Taro. The Emperor of Japan named the most beautiful fountain in the city after Taro. Very good. Keep it up. Here comes a seventh question. Do you think the villagers were right in judging that Taro has tricked them? Yes or no? What is the right answer? No. We are not agreeing with the villagers. So the question is, do you think the villagers were right in judging the Taro? No. They have judged him wrongly. So we are not going with the villagers. Yes. Very good. Now here comes the final part of our session. Summary or what we have learned in this session. We understood the quality of a good person is being thoughtful towards his or her parents. We have chosen the pairs of rhyming words also. We did that activity. We have enjoyed the tongue twisters and are interested to collect some more. Compared and analyzed the stories. Who did Patrick's homework and Taro's reward? You got your own opinion on believing in magic. Found the most interesting, the dullest, the most dangerous, the safest, the most rewarding, and the most exciting words of agreement. Questions from examination point of view. Listen to your regular classes and teacher, and then answer these questions to get a clear perspective on this lesson. Never forget your parents. They are the reason why you are and who you are. Respect them, love them,